Hello everyone, I'm back with part 9 of the Hashihime playthrough series. Easter put a dent in my schedule since I did not know I was going to be helping out my grandparents with their Easter party and stuff, but I'm glad to say that I'm going to be free for the next few months or so, so expect videos to get posted quicker, for real this time. I know I've made mistakes a lot about when I'm going to post videos, but I'm being so serious this time. Videos are going to get posted quicker, I swear. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Okay, I start and he's immediately asking for money. Okay, dude. You just hold off a bit. Okay, let's read back. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Flower Tales. Okay. He let out a shriek as he sprinted into the rain. Oh my god, I miss Professor. He was so good in the last part, even though he had like 3 lines. He's a Yuri fan just like me. I wonder what his favorites are. Okay, my widened eyes narrowed, and I finally leaned my elbow on the counter and rested my chin in my hand. I was pretty sure Professor had told me he only read 10 pages a day. So what? At least he's reading. That's more than what you can say. It would be a while before I heard his thoughts on Flower Tales. Boss, what is it? Could I have some money? Okay. That doesn't have anything to do with money! You can take it back and get something to eat here. Wow, 5 yen. That is so expensive. Oh, shopkeeper, you shouldn't have. You're spoiling him way too much. After grabbing a bucket and some cheap soap, I headed to Sarugakucho's Kikai bathhouse. As soon as I took my first step into the bathing area, I was reunited with familiar faces. Oh, it better not be those kids again. Oh, it is those kids again! I freaking knew it. I did not miss them in the time it took to record this. How nice of you to come. They all smiled brightly. Seriously? I thought they hated your guts. Ignoring them, I poured hot water over my head in the bathing area. But at some point, I sensed nude bodies standing close all around me. Why would you say it like that? You're just gross, dude. I was surrounded. They're gonna bring up Kawase to the police? What did he do? He did nothing wrong, except for all of the stuff that he did wrong. Well, he sure is a regular. I'll give him that. Yeah, didn't he want to join? What does that have to do with anything? Are you saying riders can't have social lives? Well, that's on par for Tamamori. The 3 of them faced each other. Jeez, you're so eager to join in the last part. This is kind of mid. Where's Professor? I miss him. I know he just left, but can he appear again, please? I can't live that long without him. Oh my god, shut up, dude. I forgot their names. The Kato-kun is like the one with the weird triangle. I forgot which one had the ponytail. He's cutting their ties with the... They're stubborn kids. They're not gonna listen to you. Well, yeah, Kawase has been like his childhood friend and probably his crush for the past few years. Best friends. I think they're more than just friends, buddy. Friend. Best friend. Before, I could call him that, no problem. Oh wait, I remember the last part. No, he was so happy about Minakami's death. That Loki just dropped Kawase like down like 5 tiers for me. Even I felt a deep stab at that unintentional pause. Anyway, I ignored them and escaped to the tub. How can you escape to the tub, dude? They're still gonna see you. It's not like you could hide behind a bunch of naked old men. Well, 6 is like his mental age, so that's a pretty accurate nickname. Who the heck is that? Who is that? Who the heck is that? You expect us to know these people? He's just dropping into a story like how that caramel seller did. That height. That build. Oh, wait, is it now? She couldn't. Ah! Put some clothes on, please! Oh, yeah, it is him. I knew it. I totally knew it, guys. I was just feigning ignorance. Now she couldn't submerge himself in the tub. Okay, but why was there a CG for that? He can't be more than like 10 years old. We did not need to see all that. But at least any weird stuff wasn't revealed. It would just be... I would have to end this stream early because I would not be able to take that 9 p.m. on that tonight. Oh yeah, the scene where he just jumped out and took Madam's phone. That was hilarious. My eyes couldn't help but wonder to his wide smile. Okay, thank goodness it's to his smile. Thank the Lord. Thank goodness Tamamori isn't a creep. I can't say the same about Kawase, how he creeps so weird. He creeps so weird? He grins so creepily at those children. I do not trust that guy. He is? Good for him. Good for him. Who else could it be, dude? Even Kudo-kun had his eyes cast downwards as he listened to aka Naoshi-kun. That was why they had called me Tama-san over and over again. That's how they knew my name. Oh, so he's been snitching. Been telling him. So Naoshi-kun has been telling the kids all about him. Probably saying how much of a weirdo he is for like peeing his pants all the time. I wish I had an entertaining life as a child. All I did was do my homework and go to bed day after day until I graduated high school. Man, I had like no social life as a teenager. I'm just like Tamamori for real. Okay, Naoshi-kun pet Toba-kun like a puppy. What? Is this Yuri? What on earth does he mean by that? No, 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 no. What is he talking about? What is this guy waffling about? Well, yeah, that mole. Yeah, that's what I'm saying! We are so much alike. Oh my god. I must be a giant failure then if I can relate to Tamamori. There was a mole. Okay, you smart arse. What? What? That voice calling me that name was unmistakable. What? Huh? Huh? What? What? Why would he do that? Now that he mentioned it, that waitress, Miko, could tell I was a Ranin-sei. She also knew I liked Calpsy. Because you ordered it like 20 times. Anyone could deduct that. Oh! Oh! Oh, I see! So he's just pretending to like be attracted to Kawase so Tamamori will like give him his address so they could rob the place. That is smart. That is so freaking smart. But geez, how did he land a job at that cafe when he's like 10 years old? I wonder that every day. We need to get like a tragic Kawase backstory that lasts for like 10 hours. The police? Jeez. Naoshi-kun is way stronger than me because if I got coffee poured on me by Kawase, I would end up on the news. Like, I would not be able to take that. What? Dude! Oh my god, this guy is ticking me off. How could you come to that conclusion when he's clearly getting information from Kawase to hand over to the police? He's just making all of that up. He's just so dumb. He doesn't even realize it was all an act. It's all an act, right? It's all an act, right? Okay, good. It's an act, right? He's not actually in love with Kawase, right? What's going on here? Oh my god, you're so stupid. You brute. But aren't you in love with Kawase? How about... Okay, I can't say that, honey. I can't say that while I'm recording. That'd get me demonetized, probably. Actually, no, there's been like way worse stuff that I've seen on YouTube, but this is a PG channel. You'll sure be a hero for cross-dressing. So true, King. Spit your fat. They're not. He's not talking about you, idiot. So true. Please die already. No, it's perfect for you. Yeah, this is sure getting along with everybody. If he's getting along with everyone, then I must be the talk of this city. Are you sure about that? Well, he's a germaphobe after all. But it isn't unlikely. You could always like wear a mask and just go stab on someone. You'll prove it. Prove it by doing what? Jesus. Bro was always clueless. Didn't even realize it. Lying. Seeing my perplexed face, Naoshi-kun turned to me with an even more malicious grin. What do you mean? Huh? Naoshi-kun suddenly lifted his hands and let out a playful growl as he hugged Kaoto-kun. What? What are you doing? This is a bathhouse! Awkward. Naoshi-kun said, as this time he pulled Kudo-kun and Toba-kun close and kissed their foreheads. What? On the outside, Kudo-kun looked displeased, but he didn't seem to hate it deep down. What am I sitting through right now? I mean, good for them, I guess, but I'd rather see this with Tamamori and Professor, not little kids. I know I just made out with you for like 10 minutes, but it's all a joke, see? We're just joking around like two best friends do, eh? What are they, then, lovers? My god, I need to take this seriously. God forbid a man have more than one best friend. What? Dude. Block him. So freaking true. Tamamori is worthless. He's a worthless piece of garbage. I won't stand for this impudence. What does that even mean? Well, they're both terrible people. They're perfect for each other. Is this the toxic yaoi I've been hearing about nowadays? Yeah, stop clinging to Kawase and cling to Professor instead. Please, I need to see Professor again. I miss him so bad. You sure cling to that goldfish you killed? You always seem to be trying to please Kawase at the cafe. What do you mean by that? What do you mean you just pretend to be upset? Huh? Why would he pretend to be upset instead of being genuinely upset? I would just be cursing him out. Wow, he's pathetic and clingy. Choose a struggle, dude. They're just saying all of this in the bathhouse with other people. Oh my god. I got out of the tub. About time. Actually, I tried to get out. Deux, trois, and quack. 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 My god, my French lessons were all in vain. How do I pronounce that? Quatre. Right? I literally took French classes for 2 years back in high school. I know this. I know this. Quatre. Ugh. That does not sound right, but I'm just gonna move past it. I sunk into the bath and wrapped themselves around both my legs as restraints. Dude, chill out! What the fluff? Wow. These little kids knew it before Tamamori did. You should just kick him into the sun. True, Kawase. I mean Tamamori! I mean Tamamori! Tamamori is just as much of a brat as these kids. True! He has a point there. Naoshi-kun is like unironically the smartest character in the series. That's saying something. Is he crying? Jeez! I love the voice acting for this. Tamamori has like so much emotion while Kawase is stiff as a board. Why don't I tell you how you see your relationship with Mina-san? Same as her relationship with lovers. Having run out of breath, Kudo-kun and the others resurfaced. I used the opportunity to jump out of the bath. They're doing all of this at the bathhouse, by the way. Ah! I'm sorry. Why? Is this a CG? Just shut up, bro! I don't know why I'm saying shut up. They aren't even... Just put on some clothes! Jesus! I feel like such a bad person for even looking at this. Can you, like, edit it later on and just cover up Naoshi-kun? I feel like a terrible person right now. Cover him up, please. You Photoshop a shirt on him. When you're also like that. We were both boldly walking around half naked, but now she couldn't finally stop following me. It's gonna stop following you to put on a shirt? Thank you. Huh? Huh? Why don't you just go away? Jeez, this part has been wild so far. We got revealed that Naoshi-kun is a cross-dresser and was Mako this whole time. Like, unironically, I was not expecting that. I knew the voice at the beginning was familiar. I'm like, why is the waitress in the bathhouse? But then I just did not realize it as Naoshi-kun got revealed. But now it all makes sense now, I guess. Wow, that's all you can think about? You're a naughty man, Tamamori. Wow, I wonder what this other reason could be. This guy was starting to piss me off. Oh my god. He's starting to. I thought you already like crossed that pissed off line like 10 minutes ago. I didn't think I had ever genuinely been this angry before. Seriously? Not even with Kawase? You're angry at a little kid of all people? That's just so pathetic. Oh my god. Nobody can beat Tamamori in the pathetic war. He was making a fool out of me. Provoking me. My god, you're arguing with a 10-year-old. Just give up! Insulting me. Oddly enough, I probably had all this patience from hanging around Kawase. But you don't have this patience right now when it's like someone way younger than you. But at the moment, I definitely understood. Inside of me, there were feelings of rage. Oh no, he's gonna turn into like... He's gonna turn into a half werewolf, half demon. Just shoot out his laser eyes and kill Naoshi-kun. I slowly released my clenched fists. Once the anger had dispersed, my brows relaxed on their own. So freaking true. That's his charm point. Miserable? He's been happy over Minakami's death. Yeah, their relationship is so freaking weird. I guess if you, like, been friends with someone for that long, it's like you have to keep hanging out with them, even if they're, like, the most insufferable person alive. Just feel weird to, like, not have them around you every second of the day.
で
I'm
も
interested in his past too. Like, why is
ま
he
あ
like
人
this?
を
He's
乗せ
just
るのが
such a
上手だよ
guy. I don't know how else to describe it. Kawase is Kawase.
君が英雄英雄口にするからつい揺らいでしまったよ川瀬への忠誠心が
Wow, his loyalty must have been very weak if this was enough to convince him that Kawase is a terrible person.
君の言う通り私
What?
は水上と川瀬にすがりついていたいわば金魚の糞み
What
たい
kind
な
of
ものだ
comparison is that?
やっぱり
そして君の言う通り私は何
So
も持っていない
true.
何
So
もいいところが
true.
ない
So
クズ
true.
だ
So
働くに生き
freaking
ることに罪
true.
悪感すらない
You realized it.
なぜ
Let's
かその話が
go.
自虐しているつもりが一
Realizing
切
it is
ない
like
本物
one
の
step
クズな
closer to
のだ
recovery. I believe in you, Tamamori. You could stop being trash.
ちょっとタマさん怖いよ
だから奴を裏切ることも
What?
厭わんのだよ
Betraying him? Oh god, is he gonna like dox all of his information and Naoshi-kun again?
川瀬の秘密を教えてやる
Secret?
そしてそれを新聞社に寄稿すれば日本中が
How
俺
is
た
he
ち
gonna
大
like
事
appear
件
out of
に
the
なる
blue and just start strangling
待
Tamamori?
ってすぐ紙とペンを
A
持って
pen and
きて
paper.
まあ待て
You're
その
gonna
秘密はこ
wait
こでは
half
話せ
naked in the middle of the street? Someone needs to call the cops on you, please. Forget Kawase, you're the one that needs to be arrested.
どうして
君は知らないかもしれんが神保町不正規連隊の他に少年探偵団は他にもあるのだ神保町遊撃隊とか神保町機動隊とか
I'll
な
pretend like I have any idea who those groups are.
何それ僕たちを意識してるのかな
ともかくだな彼らがどこで聞いているかわからんだから今夜私の
Why are you luring this little kid into your
秘密の
basement?
地下室
My
で
god.
続きを
This is
語ろう
This is riddled with red flags. Tamamori, dude, what are you doing?
だがこのことは
Isn't that where
工藤君たち
the
に
bot
内
the
緒
giant is? My god, I'm recording this like so late at night. If I get jump scared again, I'm just not gonna be able to sleep.
彼らに伝えるかはその後で検討してくれ
Huh.
そんなに大きな事件なんだ
Jeez, what is his
わか
secret?
った僕が
That he
よく
killed a
本に
frog?
して伝え
Big
ることに
deal.
するよ
Well, that is a pretty big deal, because killing a frog is kind of serious. Naoshi-kun nodded vigorously as his body trembled.
じゃあねタマさん
He's getting
時
chills.
間が経ったから僕は機械屋に戻るよ
Chills.
ああ工藤君たちには何もなかったと伝えるんだぞ
わかったありがとう
That's even more suspicious. I hope Naoshi-kun reports you to the police. Can you please do that?
ありがとう
Naoshi-kun ran off on his bare feet. I waited until I could no longer see him. The moment I turned around, my smile faded.
何を考えている玉森
Yeah, I do not trust Tamamori right now. What is he planning? The clock's second hand ticked away the time until it was finally 11. Yay, Haruhiko's on his back! Un, aka Naoshi-kun, knocked on the door. He was right on
こん
time.
ばんはタマさん
ああこんばんは天使が寝ている
My
から
God.
静かにね
Just die already, Tamamori. I don't know what you're planning, but it cannot be good if you're just inviting this guy to
わか
the
った
to Umbachido at 11 p.m. while the shopkeeper's asleep. I do not trust you. Naoshi-kun said as he boldly sat by the register. He had an attitude, like usual. Oh my god, be
さっきはごめんね
quiet.
僕もたまには工藤たちにかっこいいとこ見せたくてさ
Your cool side. He is very
それ
cool.
にしてはひどく
He's
私
way
の
cooler than this guy right here.
青少年への悪影響だ
You're the bad influence.
本当にごめんさあほら
Um,
地下に行こうよここじゃあん
I
ま
think the
り
monster's
話
just
せ
gonna
ないんでしょ
come out and kill them both. That'd be kind of funny, not gonna lie. He was concerned about the shopkeeper's room. I nodded as I guided his gaze towards the entrance to the basement. Naoshi-kun hesitantly approached the gaping hole What? Can you, like, word that in any other way, please? You're just making this even more worse for me to sit through. By the way, I had asked the shopkeeper for a key to open the door, but he didn't have one, so I had opened it by force by sawing around the lock. Did you saw it with your saw sword? Oh my god, I forgot about that. And be sure to get out a light sword too so you can see down there. It had taken me 30 minutes.
うわー、まるで防空壕みたいだね。
What's a
もっとおしゃれ
person's
な
talk?
のを想像していたんだけど。
はあ、
どうやって降りるの？
I need to take this seriously, I swear. He
飛び降
jumped
りる
down.
んだ。
That's not safe.
この椅子を足場に
What
し
if
て
he
か
jumps into the giant's arms and it kills him?
じゃあ心配いらないね。
I do not trust Tamamori. Why did his smile fade as soon as Naoshi-kun walked away? He's gonna kill him down there, isn't he? With a lamp in hand, he fell into the darkness. He hadn't hesitated in the slightest. I expected no less from the leader of the irregulars regiment.
いた。
どうした直しくん。
ここすごく高いよ。
Oh no!
足くじいちゃった。
Why is he talking like Mako now?
そうか。
そうかって。タマさん、早く助けに来てよ。え？
What? I closed the door. What?
ちょっと、どうしたの？え？
What?
タマさん、
You're gonna leave him down there?
すまない直し。
Tamamori!
何か喋ってる？
Tamamori!
聞こえないんですけど。
What are you doing, my guy?
すまない直し。
ちょっとタマさん。
Tamamori! What are
君
you
の
doing?
多くを知りすぎた。
What? Oh, this music goes hard. I opened the door only to spit that out and close it again. No, that much about what? Does he, like, know that Kawase's a murderer? Huh?
開けろ！このクソ野郎！
What? I stood up and placed a foot on top of the door. He was short enough that I didn't think he could reach it, but I pushed down harder to drown out even the sound of his breathing. Tamamori!
あなたは
Yeah, listen to Frogman for once. What are you doing?
わかってる。
What are you doing?
オラには今の君の思考が全く
Yeah, me
理解できない。
neither.
タマモリさん！
うるさい黙れ。
You shut up! Let him out!
この下には怪人がいるんだぞ。
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's just feeding him to the phantom! Tamamori, you sick man! You're sick and deranged in the head! What is wrong with you? What is that? Frogman, no! The frogman stretched out his tongue. I grabbed it and stuck it to a bookshelf. Tamamori, what? What?
大人を怒らせるとどうなるか
What?
教えてやるのだ。
Tamamori, you're no worse than Kawase! What is he
君は
doing?
怪人に直し君を殺させる気なのか。
うるさい。貴様らも消すぞ。
He was like saying, like, in the video before this all started, what
汚れては
happened?
ならない。
I removed my foot and pulled the door open. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, is he dead? Naoshi-kun was there, damp with tears and snot. Look what you did! Why would you do that? You just scarred him for life. Way to go, Tamamori. I dropped the school right next to him with a thud. What's gotten into you?
さあ、上がっておいで。
Is that Kawase? Naoshi-kun got up onto the stool as he sobbed. I swear to God, that is Kawase. He slipped off repeatedly, perhaps unable to gather any strength into his hands and feet.
怖かっただろう。
Jeez, Tamamori, what were you thinking? Thank God he actually did not leave him down there to die. He had a change of heart, but I still don't trust
最
him.
低だよ。
Like,
死ねよ。なんなのここは。臭いし。
もう大人をからかうなよ。約束してくれるか。
my God, if I was Naoshi, I'd just push him down there.
死ね。
No, look at him, no! Why would you do that?
約束してくれ。もう私と川瀬
Tamamori,
に
I'm
関わらないと。
no wonder you're besties with Kawase. You're a despicable man too.
かったよ。
They're a match made in heaven! Or match made in hell,
よ
whichever
し。
one's fits better. At Naoshikun's height, he wouldn't be able to reach the entrance even if he were to jump from on top of the stool. I reached my hand down so he could finally get back out. Yay, he's back! I took Naoshikun's hand in my own. He better not let go. His trembling hand held tightly to mine. Then he gripped it tighter. His nails dug in. Kill him! Kill him!
あんたの人生も
Let's
全部や
go!
るから。
Let's go! Evil Naoshikun! Trap him down there, please! No! No! No, what? It was in an instant. Naoshikun's body was suddenly pulled into the dark. No! What? But the giant got him? Oh my god, bro. His nails left clear marks on my outstretched hand. No! No! No, that was supposed to be Tamamori, not him! You can't do this! But Naoshikun was gone. If I see that giant again, I'm just gonna commit murder. From the depths came the splattering of bodily fluids. Can you just say blood, please? When I touched the warmth on my cheek, my fingers came back red. Jesus! Ah! There was a raw smell. Oh my god, Naoshikun, no! He did nothing wrong! He did nothing wrong! Tamamori, why? Smell exactly like when my goldfish died. Of course you have to make everything about you and your stupid goldfish. Ah! Oh my god. It happens every single time. That's literally the same CG as before. The stuttering figure of the phantom from the basement appeared. He slowly looked up and his eyes rested on me. What is wrong with you, Tamamori? I immediately closed the door. I immediately stood up. I immediately ran out of Umbachido. Suddenly, there was an echo of a thud against the ground. The man had wrenched the door back open. Jesus, how strong is this guy? This was a miscalculation. According to my calculations. Miscalculation. A huge miscalculation. What are you talking about? Should I have immediately run after lowering Naoshikun into the basement? But my half-arsed conscience had kicked in. Dude! That's called being nice! Why would you do that? I had felt regret. Good? Not this CG again, help. Because of that, my sins are now closing in on me. That is not a scream of terror. That's... When I turned a corner, I suddenly ran into someone.
助けてください。能面の男に今。
Ah! Wow, I'm just now looking at his body. Jeez, what is up with his shirt? He has like a triple V-neck. Button that up, please. No one wants to see that. I can assure you. Oh, and he has a bracelet too. The lighting illuminated none other than the silhouette of that man. Still on my arse, I was no longer able to move. Kind of sounds like Kawase, not gonna lie. What if it is Kawase? I said this in a previous video that the guy in the mask kind of looked like Kawase, but still, what if it is him? Conspiracy theory. Yes, dying is very sad. Is dying sad? Why is he asking me that? Because you sent like both of your friends down to like die. Dude, time loops. This was the same scenario as before. This time, I grabbed the large Kelpsy bottle without hesitating. God, the time loop was just repeating itself over and over again. Can you like kiss Professor and then just be done with this already? I threw it at the monster's face as hard as I could. The mask cracked with a sound like a flower blooming. What? Does a blooming flower even make a sound? How would he know that? He doesn't even touch grass. Pieces of the mask pierced the muddy ground. Instead of picking it up, the man hid his face with both hands. Don't be shy, show your face. I'd missed any vital spots again, and yet the man was stumbling back, clearly in distress. His breathing was extremely erratic. Without anyone urging me on this time, I calmly ran past the phantom. The sound of thunder was getting even louder. Thunder. Feel the thunder? My god, I swear I said that exact thing in a previous video. I'm so sorry. The rain and wind blew even more fiercely through Jumbocho. And because of that, I wanted to cry even more. Cry about it, idiot. Nothing made sense. Minakami was dead. Now she couldn't have been killed. Yeah, that was your fault, idiot. You need to learn how to treat people with kindness and maybe it wouldn't happen. Would I be able to escape? Even if morning came, wouldn't he come marching for me every night? What a terrible story. I was going to be killed by a man who looked exactly like the phantom I had created.
やっぱり
Oh
ダメだ
jeez.
私の
It's
夢
kind
は
of deep.
もう
夢
Not good. Not good. Not good.
終わりだ
It's so over. Suddenly my foot got caught in a deep puddle. Oh my god, another puddle! The cold water filled the bottom of my shoe and instantly swallowed at my ankle. Another puddle! Let's go! This is our third time loop now! How long is it gonna be? Is he gonna meet Minakami in the bus again? Is he gonna talk about smutty stories again? I hope it repeats like 40 more times and I have to hear that same line about Minakami. Would you like it if I wrote smutty stories? If I have to see that more than once, I'm boycotting this game. I'm giving it 1 stars. Again? The moment I had that thought. Oh boy, they're at the bus again. So he's surely gonna ask Minakami about smutty stories. Great! This is so great! I was suddenly on the streetcar. It wasn't very crowded. Even the seats were mostly empty. I grabbed the leather strap. Oh, the bus strap? Oh! And stared blankly out the window. Wasn't I just being chased by the phantom? Oh my god, how dense are you? Hadn't I had a dream like this last time? A dream. Maybe a memory from the past. Suddenly, sitting in the seat farthest in the back, I saw Naoshi-kun. Naoshi-kun! He was reading a children's book with a bulky cover. Aww. I moved down the streetcar to approach him.
いやー直しくん奇遇だなほら
My god, he
私だ
hates
よ
you.
昨日から君の家でお世話になってるロ
He does not know you, little bro.
あんまり顔を合わせないから忘れられたかな
My god, just give up. Give up, dude. Naoshi-kun said as he lowered his hat even farther. He seemed to be shy. What do you mean he seemed to be? Don't you know this guy? I wasn't in the habit of prying into other people's lives. Are you sure about that? And since I would be staying with them for a while, I wanted us to be close. For a while? You mean the same 3 days over and over?
と呼ばれていてぜひとも君にも
タマさん
うんそう親しく呼んでもらっても構わない
Okay,
ぞ
so this is more like a memory rather than what's actually happening. I see, I see. We rocked in the streetcar in silence. Wanting to break the awkwardness in the air, I asked him where he was getting
神
off.
田橋
本当に奇遇だ実は私
Oh
も
my
神
god,
田
it's
橋で
even
降りる
more
のだ
awkward now.
美味しいコーヒーを飲める店があると聞いてな
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
なんだ君も知ってるの
Of
か
course he knows about it. He works there.
それじゃあ今度一緒に
Oh
行こう
my god.
私がおごって
No.
うるさいやつだな
So true.
うるさいって言ってるんだよ
He's very annoying.
ああちょっと
I grabbed his arm out of reflex, surprised by how slender it was for a guy. He's a kid! Of course it's gonna be slender! Oh my god, I want to reach into the screen and kill this guy. What is wrong with you, Tamamori? What happened in your life that caused you to be this way?
神田橋は次の停留所だろうそんなに私といるのが嫌かい
Yes, everyone wants to get away that you.
私も一緒に降りる
Everyone wants to get away from you.
はあ
No, dude.
君とおしゃべりしたいからだこれから長らく世話にな
My
ると思う
god, just stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
言えるでしょ
He wasn't cute at all.
長いこと
Wow.
言ってたけど2年もいられないんじゃない
Totally uncute brat. Rude! 2. Oh, it's the second time loop. Woohoo. This game is so freaking good. I can't wait to be able to start posting videos more often because I want to get through this game and see what all the hype is about. Like, I understand the hype now, but now I want to see it. See all of it. Dude, this is like so freaking good. I wonder when like the boy kissing is gonna start. Not that it's important or anything, but like This was marked as a yaoi game, so I'm just confused when it's gonna happen. Well, now she couldn't. It ended up being exactly 2 years that I was able to eat for free. Rain fell in drops from the gray sky. Cold rain fell into my right eye, and the sharp pain jerked me awake. Rain? Rail tracks? Get hit by a car, please! Oh my god, that was totally uncalled for. Actually, that was very called for. People stopped and gasped as they all looked at me. Dang, even they realized they're ugly. No way. This meant... Ah! Get hit by the train this time, please. Or streetcar. Whatever. Same thing. The streetcar was blowing its horn right behind me. I scrambled up and escaped this one problem. But what was this emptiness I felt? Called reliving the same 3 days over and over. I was being chased by that phantom. My foot had gotten stuck in the mud. After I loitered in an alley for a while, the ground under my feet started to shake. Oh my god, it's the earthquake again. An earthquake. Come to think of it, there had been a lot of earthquakes. Oh my god, the first one that happened while Kawase and Tamamori were at the restaurant, the cafe. So it's like, Kawase's by himself right now? But after so many of them, I no longer felt any panic. I heard something loud above me, so I looked up. Several roof tiles were falling.
Tamamori-kun.
Ah! Hi, Haruhiko-san. Hi. Haruhiko-san pulled my sleeve. I didn't move another step. I continued to watch the tiles as if I were watching the rain. Dude, you're gonna get hit! The frogman cried out as one was about to impale him. Dude, watch out! Haruhiko-san generated a small barrier above them, repelling the tile. I thought it was a hallucination. How could he do that? As for myself, the earthquake passed without a single tile raining on me. Well, good for you, I guess. Ah, his eyes are gray again. Ah, scary. He does have the same bangs as Kawase. I didn't realize it before. Yeah, at least one should have hit me. Shut up, dude. Ah, no! Why? Why would you show that? Oh, that's right. I need to save Naoshi-kun. You mean not putting him down there? That was entirely your fault! I seem to have spent the night out here like this, but Naoshi-kun was still in the basement. What? Dude, you don't realize you're reliving the days over and over? Oh my god, I hope the phantom in the basement is there and he just kills him early. That would be so funny. When I got back to Umbachido, I dropped to my knees in front of the basement. What is bro doing? The handle was back to normal. Again. What is wrong with this guy?
やめなさい。
でも直し君が
You're in a time loop, my guy.
直し君はそこにはいない。どうやらオラたちはまた3日前に戻ってしまった。
God, you have to have everything spelled out to
早
you.
く助けないと直し君
You're
が
a grown freaking man. He's like 20 years old or 21, right? You should know this by now.
わからぬ男だな。
Like, he's in like a state of shock after all of this. If I was going through what Tamamori had been, I'd be like really, be way more delusional than him.
ちょっとした嫉妬のつもりだったんです
Lesson.
とうとう自白を始めましたね。
どうしたものか。
私も昔
Back in the day, what are you, 50?
見られたものでしてそれが彼にも聞くと思った
Kawase.
のです
I mean, Tamamori. That sounds like something Kawase would say. I got mixed up. Tamamori, dude. Don't just lock him up in the basement where the giant is.
あの時感じた玉森君の殺気は。
Yeah, you can't just lie your way out of that one.
でも私ばかり悪いわけで
Yes,
は
you are! That is a little freaking
お
kid.
りますが
God, stop making excuses. Listen to Frogman. Listen to Haruhiko. So true. Scum of the earth. Oh my god. I remember I had like a professor profile picture in Discord because I wanted to be like reminded to make this video. I kept forgetting. Like someone noticed it and they recognized it as this game. They're like, oh, I never played it, but Tamamori is so cute. And I just had to like restrain myself from asking them why they thought, like asking them how they thought he was cute. He's like the worst person ever. How could anyone think he was like so adorable? Like, how? He doesn't even look that cute. He looks like every other character. Professor's cuter anyways. He has a cute face. That's right. I'm not the only one at fault. I'll say it over and over. I'm not the only one at fault. Yes, you are.
殺されるような真似をする彼が悪いのだ。にゃ
Hmm.
それより玉森くん、懐を探ってみなさい。
Does he still have the pocket watch? But didn't he like throw it out? So why would he still have it? I reached into my pockets and pulled out the goldfish watering can and a copy of Dogra Magra. Yay, the goldfish watering can!
だからそっちではない。
What is
Dogra Magra
Dogra
を見
Magra?
なさい。
What did that... What does that do again? Now that he mentioned it, I had stolen this copy from me and put it in my pocket. Why would you do that? Well, that wasn't quite accurate. Saying I had stolen this book from me was more accurate. If you were to translate that more colloquially... I don't care! Just say it already. I'd say that the me, that was me, had stolen the book from me's me. What?
もしかして私は
You're just realizing that?!
過去に戻っている
God, we need to kill this guy. Ah, no! I need to stop doing that! Ugh, it's so
じ
annoying.
ゃないですか。
じゃあ
He doesn't listen to anyone. We've been knowing that. I ran out of the shop. Then, without waiting for the streetcar, I headed there. Heading where? Professor's house? Please, please, please. Where is that? Is that the cafe? I continued to run, half stumbling, until I came to the cafe by Kanda Bridge. I knew it was the cafe! Isn't Kawase there right now, since the earthquake already happened and stuff? As soon as I started to go in the main entrance, I saw him by the window and stopped. Exclamation
元
point.
気に働いていますね。
Oh, Naoshi-kun! As the waitress. We got even closer and watched the waitress, Mako, no, Naoshi-kun. He suddenly noticed my gaze. He waved at me in a spare moment before called away by another customer.
よかった
殺そうとした相手が生きていてよかった。
Yeah, that is very great!
白い目で見ないでくださいそんなつもりはなかったとは言う
Entirely your
反省していま
intention!
す
Tamamori is so
あ
complex.
の殺意は忘れてはならぬ過ちだぞ。
Yeah, this is gonna be weighing on his mind a lot. I hope it just breaks him in the future. I want to see him absolutely ruined. Yeah, and he needs to atone for his sins. There was no way I could forget. There are obvious scratch marks on my right hand. I would probably continue to feel this guilt until they faded.
とりあえず入ります。
Yeah, let's go in. Is Kawase in
そう
there?
だな
I hope so.
君たちは現
Why do you
金
mean
すぎ
way
る。
too slick? Oh boy, we're back at the cafe where they talk about that boring book for 10
あ
minutes.
れ
Naoshi-kun looks surprised.
すまなかった
え
I didn't expect him to understand my sudden apology. I took a seat without assistance and gave my order to the waitress without looking at the
オ
menu.
ムレツライスとカルスピ
まだ食べられるんですか？
Again. When I just sat there, he let out a confused and went back to the kitchen. As soon as I did, I clutched my head and lay across the table.
ダメだ信じられるわけがない
I wonder if he just like went to the cafe 3 times in a row. That'd be so funny.
この時間跳躍については未だ不思議なことばかりだ。
Break the time loop by kissing Professor, please!
違いますよ彼女が直し君だということです
ああ、確かに。男の子であり女の子であるとは。
Good for
なかなか
him.
受け入れられるものでは。
どこからどう見ても女の子ですね。
Yeah, I did not realize that she was Naoshi-kun at
や
all.
はりメイコが嘘を
Mako did nothing
だ
wrong.
が思い出せ。オラたちは先日。
Oh yeah!
呼吸の
Oh!
違和感を
Oh, like in the first video, it's like, I realized she was wearing a wig. Oh, I get it now.
そういえば
It
そん
was
なこと
eluded
が
this whole time. Oh my goodness. The conclusion we reached then was that her hair was 2 different textures. In other words, the waitress, Mika, was wearing a wig.
あ
I
あ
get it all
メイ
now.
コと彼が同一人物である数々の裏付けが脳裏に
明治生まれのメイコ。メイコ。メイコ。明治生まれの直し。
What on earth is he
直
talking
し
about?
直し。合わせて明治。
Is he cooking? I just realized, why does he not have any eyebrows?
なるほどな
I
る
knew
ほど
something looked off about him.
けどなんで私はまた3日前に
Because you're a very terrible person, this is what your punishment is. Was this really 3 days earlier? I mean, there was an earthquake after all. Just then, my omelet rice arrived.
本当に
本当に食べきれますか？なんだその口の利き方は。私は分子
What does that have to do with anything?
浪人生も分子のうちに入るんですか？
What?
何一人芝居
Yeah!
だ
Bro thinks he's in a comedy routine.
分子さんはお腹が空きやすいんですね。
Is he mocking her? Wow.
ですか
I just punched the living crap out of that
か
guy.
ら始まる君と私の会話だ。
だから何が言いたいんです？
私は君の行動すべてを見抜けると言っているのだ。
Seriously, Tamamori. Why are you outing yourself
美
like
人
that?
違う。
技術
それとも違う。
He hid his right hand behind his back.
面白そうだから乗っかってあげます。
何の真似だ。
How did the cafe hire Naoshi-kun anyways? What did he need to have, like, a resume or something? They just accept walk-ins?
私は一体指を何本立ててるでしょうか？
They literally have the same exact face. How did I not realize it earlier? Am I just stupid?
三
すごい大当たりすごい気持ち悪い
I couldn't believe I'd gotten it right. You are magic after all. Way to go, Tamamori. The guests around him clapped. Anyway, I had been pretty lucky. To make sure I had him believing everything I said, I pointed at the omelet rice next.
私は先ほどオムレツライスを注文した。だが君はいらぬことをシェフに告げ。この中身はライスではないトマトだ。
So true, King. I split the egg down the middle with my spoon. When I did, red tomatoes poured out like
うっ
guts.
そで何が言いたいんですか？
So he's gonna try to save Naoshi-kun from himself.
長い髪が似合っているぞ。
What? Leave the cafe already. Okay, thank you.
玉森さん本当に何が
Yeah, literally. What was he cooking?
彼の正体を暴き忠告してやろうと思ったのだ。川瀬に近づ
Seriously,
くのは
dude.
やめろ。
No, he should stay away from you. You're nothing but bad news.
生き生きと働いている彼を見たら何も言えなくなってしまった。
He's just a kid after all.
生き生き
おそらく彼は好きで女装し、好きで働いていると思うのだ。2年前から
Family probably needs the money or something. They live in a big house, so probably not.
惑わされるな玉森くん。男を騙す女装工作員
Cross-dressing spies? What the heck?
立ち回れるものだ。
Only in the 1920s.
そういう事例もあるかもしれませんが、
生き生きと振る舞う姿はあくまで不正規連隊として情報
Yeah, how did you not realize that earlier? And you're like, oh, oh, does that mean you love Kawase? Like, oh my god, I'm so sick of him. Didn't seem that way to me. Oh boy, a handkerchief. There was Miko's, no, Naoshi-kun's embroidered handkerchief. It had such a cute, intricate design. There was the quiet, blunt boy, and then there was the cheeky, cheerful girl. Naoshi-kun's true nature was probably more like the
で
girls.
も僕だったら女の子の格好なんて恥ずかしいな。
Frogman, I know you'd absolutely rock a
そうだな。
dress.
カエルの女装需要などどこ
No,
にも
there is demand. Me. I want to see it right now.
理解に欠けますね。
でもどんな気持ちなんだろうな。
Why are you wondering that? Okay, Tamamori, put on the dress.
何女装に興味があるのか
I bet he does, and he's gonna be like, "Oh no, I don't. That was just my vivid imagination as a writer. Oh, I don't know how to write women characters, so I want to cross-dress." Okay, what am I talking about?
冗談はやめにしよう
I don't think he was joking
現
around.
在がまた同じ3
think he was
日
calling
前
himself
ということが分か
out.
ったな
Okay, there are 3 days in the past, and Tamamori's talking about how he wants to cross-dress. Good for him, I guess. My conversation with the waitress. The contents of my omelet rice. There's no need to confirm it any further. Even though I had no idea how this was happening, that had to be it.
戻ってきた意味はあるよう
To
な。
atone for your sins. Obviously.
ほう。じゃあ、やはり行くかい。
Going where?
はい。私はもう一度私のところへ。
Back at the... Is this gonna be like him from the first time loop or the second time loop? I'm gonna be... I mean like the OG timeline and then the first time loop. Whatever, I don't know how the lingo works. When I arrived at Umbachido, I was laying flat on the floor, facing a manuscript. He scribbled vigorously, not noticing me at all. First thing I did before I approached me was close Umbachido's doors. I then stepped on the manuscript, which his face was now even closer to. When I did, I slowly examined myself from head to toe with eyes full of surprise.
なんだ貴様は。よく聞け私よ。
What the heck?
明日明後日でお前の大事な友人が死ぬ。なんだと？ってお。
The manuscript beneath my foot was wrenched out from under me, making me lose my balance. Deserved.
何も学習しない。
Deserved. I ignored Haruhiko-san's comment and continued.
なぜ私と同じ顔をしている？君は今そう思っただろう？私は
Can I like fist fight to the death, please, to prove who's the better Tamamori? I hope this guy
80万
wins.
年後でも1000年後でもない。たった3日後から来たのだ。ふざけたことを気でも違っているんじゃないか？私が愚かであることは認めよう。
I'm a
口で言って
creep.
も融通の利かない
I'm
バ
a
カだと分かっている。
weirdo. What am I?
だから予言だ。夕方、眼帯の男が
Professor mentioned, let's
そして
go!
ドグラマグラを手に取り、金魚上路を
So he's not gonna like try to kill him immediately? He's just gonna like leave him there and wait until the evening? Or did he already forget that he has to like touch him or something to make him turn into a puddle?
ドグラマグラだとみなかみのやつめ。
I went to pull Doggermagra out from the bookshelf. I pushed the book back in.
流行るなよ。私の言うことを最後まで聞け。いいか、君は今、芥川の2つの手紙を思い出している。旦那が己そっくりなドッペルゲンゲルを見て非する話だ。なぜわかる？君が私だからだ。だから最初に。
You only knew that because he said it in the first time loop. Don't try to act all smart right now.
まず私はドッペルゲンゲルではない。うるさい幻覚だ。幻覚でもない。いいか ?2 とは便利な数字だ。一人がもう一人がいる。そうなると
Typo alert.
3
Let's give this game 1 star.
便利なものが続くが、今は贅
Okay, what is he talking about? No wonder the translators sleep. No wonder the typesetters slept here.
何をブツブツと気味の悪い。
Call the police, please. Arrest this man. He's not safe around children or
だから
adults.
待て。何も私は君になりかおう
Work
という
together. Are you serious?
協力し合おうと言って不気味な幻覚め。
Very creepy hallucination.
帰る
Beat him up with a
図
rock.
書店店主の話を書いている。お前が私であることは分かった。だが、お前が幻覚でない
Slap
証拠は
him. Then you'll have proof. Ooh, the conversation seemed to be progressing smoothly. If that's your idea of a conversation progressing smoothly, then I don't know what an actual healthy conversation is like.
覚醒させてや
I
る。
freaking knew it. Slap him. If I hit him, he'd probably throw a fit and then let it go. I grabbed him by the collar and pulled him closer. But the moment that stupid face received the palm of my hand, the cheek I touched turned a clear blue and ripples ran through my entire body. Oh my god, he forgot. He forgot that if he touches him, he just turns into a puddle. In the blink of an eye, my body turned to water. Dude. Are you serious? There was a heap of clothes where I had been. You better take the clothes before the shopkeeper thinks you're like going commando out in the wild. Then they slowly began to soak up the water. I staggered back before I could get into my shoes. I had turned into water? Again?
カエル男、また匂いを嗅げ。
またですね。はい。
Hi! The frogman sniffed the water as Haruhiko-san commanded.
水です。これも今日の雨水です。
Frogman is so talented.
どうやら君が触れると、もう一人の君は水になってしまうらしい。なんでかはオラにもわからん。ともかく玉森くん、そこの服を探ってみなさい。
I hesitantly searched the clothes. I found my glasses and a ticket for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Without thinking, I once again put them in my pocket, then dropped to my knees and fell forward.
また私は成り代わってしまった。
So you better fix everything this
や
time.
はり分かり合えんか。
また
Is this
私
the
は
timeline where he's gonna kiss Kawase
玉森
on
君
the lips?
そんなに自分を殺したことが辛いかね。
Well, yeah, that upset anyone.
当たり前じゃないですか。自分自身にすら信じてもらえなかったら、こんな私を誰が信じてくれるって言うんですか。
でも水上さんは信じてくれました。
I couldn't help but scoff.
信じるあいつが。
だって信じるって言ってくれたじゃないですか。
Yeah, and you killed him for no
あいつ
reason.
は
Way
ど
to
うせ
go, Tamamori.
夢物語としか思ってないのだ。
That's why he compared it to the fantasy novel The World 800,000 years later. Not the novel talk again, just kill me. That had been proof that Minakami hadn't taken my story seriously. That was why he'd been murdered right under my nose. What are you talking about now? There was one thing I understood. The monster was only after Minakami. Well, no, he killed, Hanazawa. I remembered his name! Hanazawa! I remembered it this time! Let's go! Hey, he killed Hanazawa and Naoshi-kun, so technically that's wrong. He's after anyone that Tamamori feeds him. As long as no one went into the basement, the Phantom wouldn't go after anyone else's life. Ah, dude! Okay, that did not scare me this time. I'm so proud of myself. That night at the cafe, when I passed out, no. When I had fallen asleep and the Phantom cornered me, he hadn't taken my life. In other words, as long as I didn't invoke his wrath by entering the basement, I'd be fine. It was exceedingly simple. But to be on the safe side, I piled books on top of the door. Everything had been fine for the past month. If I lived my life as if I were oblivious to the monster in the basement, he'd probably leave me alone after a while. God, it's like 10 p.m. I'm stumbling over my words. I need to end the video soon. Afterwards, I just keep Minakami far away from the Phantom. Well, you tried that the first time.
どうしたら水上さん
That
は
didn't work, so I think he's just destined to die over and over again.
玉森君が言っても信じてくれないだろうからな。
だから奴を頼るんです。
やつ。
That's not gay at all. The words came from him, the man Minakami trusted. He would probably believe it, even if Minakami wouldn't believe me. Okay, where are we? Is this Kawase's house? Okay, no, it's the university. I was like, that gate does not look familiar. I rode the streetcar and came to the main gate of the Imperial University in Hongo. Everyone was wearing their neatly pressed uniforms and passing through the gate, their faces composed. That silent pressure made me stop dead in my tracks.
帰りましょうよ。
Wow, so just ditching school. I felt shame and a sense of inferiority. I lowered my umbrella and hurried through the gate as if I were trying to escape. What is he doing, dude? Let's see. Where's the medical department? Oh my god, is he gonna check himself in as like an insane person? Okay, go into the padded room. Everyone was walking about the campus with no trouble at all while I was consumed by buildings with difficult sounding names. Then why did you apply to this university? I slowly walked down the path as I searched for his silhouette.
医学部に用があるということは目的の人物は
Kawase? Why are you looking for Kawase? Is he in charge of the medical department?
医学部のことはまるっきりわからな
Have
い
you
ので
never been here before?
講義室があるか。
誰かに聞くかい。
そのつもりでしたが。
You have not been trying to ask anyone, you've just been running along. Everyone looked like they were in a hurry, so I was having a hard time calling out to them. Perhaps because of my own prejudices and feelings of inferiority. Everyone ended up looking like they had Kawase's domineering face. Well, they're in a prestigious university, of course they look all menacing. It felt as though if I approached them with an "excuse me," they would reply with "what do you want?" Or if I came up to them with a "pardon me," they would ignore me. Exclamation point. Among the crowd in black-white clothes jumped out at me. Professor! Professor!
今の
Professor!
ですか？
I'm normal. I'm sorry. The
あ
professor!
彼ならすでに知人みたいなものだ。医学部の
Yes,
講義室について聞いてみよう。
Wait, no. Wait. Wait, he wouldn't know him in this timeline. Right? Because didn't they meet, like, the night of the first day, so... They're not acquainted yet. Professor vanished behind the building. No! Professor, come back, please! I quickly ran after him. Go catch him! Go catch your man!
すみません。
Yes, yes, yes! Professor! Yes! After a brief moment, Professor's eye shot wide open and he stumbled. Yes! When I approached the building, his legs began to shake. He seemed pretty shocked. Oh no, what is he so scared for? I hadn't even been this shocked in front of the Phantom.
梅鉢堂の常連の方ですよね。え？あ、え、
Oh my god,
そうです。
Professor, I miss you so bad! It's been like 2 weeks or so. A little bit less than 2 weeks.
私
Depends
の
on
こ
when
と
this video is
覚えてま
posted.
すか？
But yay, oh my god, Professor!
そりゃもちろんですとも。
Oh
で
my
も
god,
ど
he's
う
so
して
cute. How can anyone say Tamamori is cuter than him? Just look at that face!
実は今道に迷っておりまして、たまたまあなた
Oh
を
my
見つけたので
goodness.
お声掛けしたんです。
Professor appearing is like always the highlight of my day.
おか
This
わい
makes
そ
me
うに。
smile. Oh my god!
僕でよければ
You
案内し
poor
ますよ。
thing. Oh my god. My heart is melting. He's perfect. I was glad he was such an agreeable young man. He's perfect! Oh my god! Professor, I love
僕、氷川喜十郎と申します。
Thank you,
僕のことは
Hikawa.
博士っ
Thank
て
you.
呼んでくださ
Thank
る
you
と
for your
嬉しい
service.
です。
Thank you, Professor.
博士ってことは何か研究してるんですか？
Is he a professor here?
まさか
I've always wondered
教
what
授？
he did. I assumed he was like a doctor or something.
あ、そんなすごい役職じゃありません。
Oh, seriously?
本
And
当
why does
に
he have the white
あだ名
coat
みた
and
いなも
stuff?
のです。
Plus, why was he at the university anyway?
私は玉森って呼ばれてます。
We do not care. Stop making everything about yourself, I
玉
swear.
森くん、
Oh my god, Professor,
Hi.
I love you.
玉森くん。玉森くん。
Oh my god. He's perfect. He's perfect. Professor should have known my name already. Well, nah, he introduced himself at like the night of the first day, and this is like the afternoon of the first day, so he wouldn't know his name, I think. Unless he just like overheard him talking to people in previous days. Was he that happy that it was official now? I would be he's so what a weirdo. Oh my god, die. I thought as my mouth relaxed into a smile. Oh my god. I hear Professor gets more focused in this time loop because he's oh my god, I missed him so bad. Okay. Okay, I need to stop overreacting.
ありがとう
Just
ござ
that
い
he's
ま
the
した
most。perfect character in this game.
い
Better
えい
than
え、
every character
それじゃあ
combined.
僕はこの辺で。
No, don't
他
go,
のご友
please.
人にもどうぞよろしくお伝えください。
Don't go, please.
はい。
Please,
それと
stay
よか
here.
ったらこれもらってくれません
Take
か？
this. Is he gonna give him back the goldfish watering can? I swear to God. Okay. I handed him the pocket-warmed copy of Dogger Magra.
先日入った本です。あなたが今まで買った本から推測すると、
Why is he being nice all of a sudden? This is not the Tamamori I know.
本のお礼です。では。これって、
Your
脈ありってことですか？
affection. Please, please,
Huh?
please.
その、親しくなれたっ
Yes,
て
yes.
証拠で
Please
すか？
say yes, Tamamori. I'm just
そ
gonna
う捉えていただいても
go through the
結構
screen and
です。
kill you myself. Oh, they have something going on. Professor suddenly crumpled to his knees.
ちょっと博士、膝が。これ、受け取ってください。
Oh my god, he's so cute. He took out a scrap of paper with an address written on it from his pocket. Oh, he wants Tamamori so bad.
僕の家に来てい
A
ただいたら
modest gift? What on earth did he mean by that? Oh my god. Go to his house, Tamamori, please. Modest gift. He was probably going to force me to take another tin toy.
ごめんなさい。腰が砕けて。
Oh no, help him up,
す
please.
いません。
My god, Professor's finally getting the spotlight he deserves. I've been waiting for this moment. This is the best day of my life. This is the best part of the game for me. He's so wonderful. I want everyone else to realize it. Instead of thinking Tamamori is cute, cuter than him. Okay, I'm just mad for no
いい
reason.
え。
I hope that person I saw on Discord watches this video, just hears me talking about them. I haven't really mentioned my YouTube account on Discord aside from like my close friends, so Nobody knows it's me. My username is like very different anyway, so even if you do watch my videos and see me on Discord, you probably would not realize it was me. Even if you were to touch me, my bones would be like, what did he mean by that? He said as he laid his upper body down as well and began to leave, dragging himself along the ground. No! I couldn't help but watch him do that until he disappeared into the shadows. No!
一体誰にそうと呼ばれてるんでしょうね。
I call him that. I call him that so much. After we had closed our umbrellas, we stood in the hallway of the pathology classroom. Okay, it's been over an hour, I think. I don't know like the exact minute, but yeah, it's been going on long enough and I've been getting pretty tired. So thank you guys for watching. This video has been pretty good and I'm so excited to be able to record more over the past few days since I'm going to be like way more free. Like, yay. Let me save. Okay, next video is part 10, right? Wow, we've come such a long way. I was not expecting to get this far, but yay, this game is really fun so far. Even if I haven't gotten to like the main plot, the point of the game, aka Yaoi. Okay, whatever. But yay, it's been fun. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, bye!